Welcome to First Person Yoga, where we move on the mat to find stillness in the mind so we can move the pen to find inspiration on the page. I'm Kate, and I'm really glad that you're here. Today we have about a 10-minute practice to help you find an inner sense of warmth and radiance and hopefully a little bit of joy. All you need is a yoga mat and or some space to move. And because every first person video begins and ends with a writing prompt, you'll need a pen, a piece of paper, or a journal. Let's go ahead and get started in an easy seat, cross-legged seat at the center of your mat. Today's prompt is what feels right now. And we'll have time to write at the end of the practice if that feels good. But I'm sharing that prompt now so that you can hold it close during your movement practice and possibly reflect on it as you move. Again, the prompt is what feels right now. So this is a little bit like a gratitude list, but keeping it very localized. So what feels right in your body right now? What feels right in the room, in the space immediately around you? As you move today, see if you can focus in on those things. Bring your hands to either side of you on the mat. And we'll start to match our breath to our movement. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, bring the hands down. Good, again, inhale, reach high. Exhale to lower. Last time, inhale, reach high. Exhale to lower. And I said last time, but we're going to reach the arms high one more time. Find these big star arms. It's this big celebratory gesture. Fingers are spread like all the way to the webbing. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Big inhale here. And then exhale, bring your right hand down. Left arm sweeps overhead. Stay rooted through both hips as you find a side body stretch. Good, inhale back to center, find star arms. And then exhale, find a stretch on the other side. Good, inhale to center one more time each side. Good, back to center. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Pause here for just a breath. If it feels okay, close your eyes. And take a moment to feel what feels right now in your body. Often when we focus on the sensations of the body, we focus on what doesn't feel good. So when we go to the doctor, they ask us, where does it hurt? So now we're checking, where does it feel right? Maybe your belly feels nice and full. Maybe you feel relaxed in the face. Find one place, even if it's a tiny little spot, where you feel right now. Deep breath in through the nose. And a big sigh out of the mouth. Blink your eyes open, and we'll make our way to tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Gaze is down so you have a nice long spine here. Inhale to drop the belly, look forward. Exhale to curl the spine, send the gaze to the navel. Rolling back and forth through your cat-cows, but moving with intention. So really noticing the articulation of the spine, bringing your attention to the hips and the shoulders. And this is a really good place within the container of these cat-cow movements to add in any extra movement that might feel good. Maybe rocking the hips back and forth or sinking the hips back and forward again. About 2 more rounds of breath, moving through your version of cat-cow. Staying with your breath. And then we'll all meet back in tabletop position, neutral spine. When you arrive there, tuck your toes and very slowly start to lift your knees, lift your hips up and back, landing in your first downward facing dog. When you get there, do a little downward dog dance, bending one knee and then the other. And then come to stillness. Melt the heart towards the thighs. A bend in the knees helps create a long spine from the top of your head to the tip of your tailbone. Good. Inhale, come up on the tippy toes, lower the knees, lower the belly, look forward. So back to that cow pose. Exhale, cat, and then straight from cat to downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, drop the knees, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, curl the spine, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Good. Last time. Inhale, drop the knees, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, curl the spine, tuck the chin, downward facing dog. From your down dog, bend your knees, look between your thumbs towards the top of your mat, and then take a walk forward, landing in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Nice, generous bend in the knees to start. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. Good. On your next inhale, release the hands. Let the head and the hands be heavy as you roll right up to mountain pose. When you get there, palms shine forward. Take a moment to get really rooted through the feet. So if you're more on the outsides of the feet or the insides, just notice that and even out your weight. And then we'll inhale back to those star arms, fingers wide. And then exhale, sit in a chair, bring the palms to face each other. Weight in the heels. Good. Again, inhale, open the arms, high mountain, lift the gaze. Exhale, chair pose. Again, inhale, big radiant opening of the heart. Exhale, sink the hips. One more time, inhale. Exhale, chair pose. We'll hold in this chair pose for a couple of breaths. Rotate your pinky fingers down and see if you can soften a little through your shoulders. Inhale here. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Step your right leg back, just your right leg. Drop your back knee. Actually, let's keep the back knee lifted. So shine your heart forward here in this low lunge, back knee lifted. And then we'll spin that back heel down so that the foot is parallel with the back edge of the mat. Arms sweep up in this big rainbow, landing in warrior 2. Front knee over front ankle. Gaze extends out over the left fingertips. Breathe here. Good. On your next inhale, turn your front toes in so everything is facing to the side of your mat. Big star pose. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, heels in, toes out, goddess pose. Knees are tracking over ankles here. Tailbone is lengthening down. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Maybe sink a little lower. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. We're going to hold for a breath, building just a little bit of heat here. Good. Inhale, star. On your exhale, swan dive down, wide leg forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Walk your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. From your low lunge, inhale, big step up, halfway lift. And then exhale to fold. On the inhale, root to rise all the way to your high mountain. And exhale, swan dive down again, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step your left foot back. Shine the heart forward. And yes, we're going to keep that back knee lifted this time. As you're ready, spin the back heel down. Back foot is parallel with the back edge of the mat as we sweep the arms up. Find your warrior 2. Virabhadrasana, warrior pose. Find your breath here. Good. Turn that front set of toes in. Find your star pose. Shine the heart out and up. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess, and we'll hold. Check that your knees are tracking over the ankles. It's okay to bring hands to heart here if that feels better. Good. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, swan dive down. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Good. Shifting the flow this time. Instead of stepping up, we'll sweep the right leg back to a plank pose. Press away from your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees, the chest and the chin. And then inhale, draw your heart through between the palms for baby cobra. Exhale, release. Good. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Last time, inhale. Exhale, release. And then slide your hands forward so that your elbows are now where your palms were, Sphinx pose. Really rooting down with the hands and the tops of the feet. Lift the belly up to the spine. The heart is shining forward, radiant. Maybe smile for a moment. Good. Release the back bend, hands alongside the body. Press up to table. From table, take 3 rounds of cat-cow. And And just notice, does anything feel different in your body from when you started moving at the beginning of this practice? When you've moved through 3 rounds of cat-cow, come back to the seat you started in. Grab a pen and a piece of paper. So traditionally, the point of asana, the movement practice in yoga, is to prepare the body for stillness, for sitting and meditation. It can also be a great way to clear the slate for writing and creativity. So the prompt today is, what feels right now? I'd love for you to write a quick answer in the comments and to subscribe to this channel. Maybe even send this video to a friend if you really enjoyed it. And then hit pause. And if you have 5, maybe even 10 extra minutes, respond to that prompt in your journal. Happy writing. Bye.